did not know how to read, he did not know how to pray or do anything, so he wanted to basically drop by and drop something there, as a small token of his desire to, he says, he said to the Lord, I don't know how to pray to you, nobody taught me anything, but the least I can do is I will drop a jar of milk. Every day, the first jar of milk goes to you. And I don't know where to give it to you, so I'll give it to this man of God who is in this island. He is one of your people, he's one of your soldiers, so I'll give it to him. So that's what he did. Are you with me? So every time this guy goes across to the other side to deliver milk to his villagers, he dropped this jar of milk at the little ashram of this guy, of this hermit. So our friend, the hermit, now had many other gifts. He hardly ever noticed this jar of milk anymore, This came along with so many other things. He was actually getting quite prosperous. And what happens is, in the Ganges, by the way, then the old man died. The old man died. But before he died, on his deathbed, he told his young daughter, only child, to make sure that whatever she did, always give that jar of milk. Even if there's no other milk, sometimes the cows don't produce enough. If you have only one jar, it goes to God first. Are you with me? So, the jar of milk came regularly. And this milkmaid, because of her father's words, always carried it out. Even if there was one jar of milk, she made sure it went first to this man. And this continued for a few years. Now the Ganges, a strange river, every 7 years or so, it suddenly decides to flood. Majorly. It floods every year, but it goes into a major flood. Are you with me? Yes. And the 7 years came, and it started to rain very heavily. As it was pouring with rain, the water started to rise. Are you with me? And as the water started to rise, the people who came to the island told the mendicant, who is now a very prosperous little mendicant, told him, hey, you better leave, because every 7 or 8 years the island is totally submerged. He says, look, don't worry, God will take care of me. You all just do your thing and go on. So the rains kept on coming. The second week came along. The Ganges was rising, and half the island was already being submerged. Again, the people came by boat to see this mendicant and to get him away. He says, look, don't worry. I said everything will be fine. I know it'll be fine. I'm in constant communication. You just leave. And this time, when they left, this milkmaid came. She waited quietly for him to take notice of her while he was going around doing his thing. Oh yeah, what do you want? He says. And she said, well, I came here to give this jar. Leave it there and go. And she says, the problem is the boatman doesn't want to come back here anymore. The waters are getting too rough. And I can't get anyone to bring me. Are you with me?
Yes.
So then he goes, look, I don't care whether you come or you don't come. It doesn't matter, right? Do what you have to do. And he went back to doing his, various activities. And she was very persistent. She said, sir, my father told me I have to do this. Please give me a way. Are you with me? Just turned around. Finally, he got so fed up with her. He says, oh God, woman, just repeat that and you'll be fine. She said, thank you, sir, thank you so much. And she went. Are you with me? Now, Are you with me?
Yes.
And the island started going down. Now the waters reached the little ashram he had built. The waters had already come up there. And now he began to get hungry, something he's not used to for a long time. Because you see, regularly food used to come. And he began to realize in his third week that this milk was the only thing sustaining him. And every morning, like clockwork, the milk was there. So he said, oh, this is good. Someone is making it here, despite the rain and everything. The waters began to rise again. Now, half the ashram was submerged. Our friend moved to the top. He lived on the roof now. So he was living on the roof. The jar was there, magically. He realized that probably the following day, if the rains continued, the roof is going to go. So he said, well, now's the good time for me to leave. So when the person who brings the milk tomorrow comes in his boat, I'll get on the boat and go back. Are you with me?
Yes.
You following the story or not?
Yes.
So he's sitting on the roof. Next morning gets up very early. Nothing to do anyway. It's raining on the roof. So he gets up very early and he looks waiting waiting for the sound of the oars, somebody coming across. Suddenly, he heard some sound on the roof. He turned and looked. There was the milkmaid putting the jar down. He said, wow, you made it. I almost thought you're not going to make it today. Wonderful, wonderful. Hold on. Tell the boatman to wait. I'm coming right now. It was kind of dark, 4 a.m. in the morning. Now he has belongings. The same guy who came with only his stick and his cloth. Now he has stuff, belongings to take and go. So hold on, let me get some of my stuff. We'll put it on your boat. You can take me off the island. So he picks up all his belongings and he comes and the milkmaid is standing there on the edge of the roof and she, where's your boat? Holding all these things, And she goes, what boat? She says, the boat you came on. How did you come here? Silly woman, think, boat. So she goes, but sir, there is no boat. I told you the boatman refused to come after that day. So how did you come here? Did you fly? And she goes, no sir, you told me what to do and I'm just following it. And he said, what? What did you do? Show me how you came. Okay sir, and she picks up the empty jar. She puts the full jar down, takes the empty jar and turns around and she starts to walk on water. Now, our friend stands there and he's holding his belongings and he's flabbergasted. You know flabbergasted?
Yes.
You have flabbergasted in Swedish?
No, but we understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Flabbergasted. Flabbergasted means. Are you with me?
Yes.
So he drops all his belongings and he stands there and he goes, wait! Hold! I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? She says, sir, you told me. And he said, what? I didn't teach you anything. What did I teach you? And she says, sir, you said, oh God. I said, oh God? Yeah, that's all I say. Oh God, and I walk. There's a little bit more to the story. So the guy goes, that's it? Oh God, and you walk? Wait, I'm coming. So she goes, yes sir, please come. So he says, oh God. He says, oh God, he lifts and he walks. And he goes straight down. So he's sinking in the water. He says, what did I do? I'm saying, oh God.